For this video tour of Holland America's newest vessel, the MS Rotterdam, which sailed from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on December 28 of 2022 and arrived back on January 4th of 2023, I will start out at the very top of the ship and work my way down while going from front to back of each deck. So without further ado, let's start out on Deck 14, the Sky Deck, which is basically a sun deck with not much else to do. As a matter of fact, the Holland America app that we used while on board didn't even show Deck 14. Nor did the Holland America app show Deck 13. Most cruise lines won't have a Deck 13 due to purely superstitious reasons. Deck 12, the observation deck, is where you'll find an outdoor area called the Retreat with covered massage tables and an indoor area called Explorations Retreat Central and Cafe / Crow's Nest. Inside is the excursion desk, as well as a bar, a cafe, and some pretty amazing views. Deck 11, the Sun Deck, is where you'll find the uppermost set of staterooms at the very front of the ship. A jogging track in the middle. A sports court behind that, and as the name implies, a sun deck with its own sun bar. Deck 10, the Panorama Deck, also has staterooms at the very front, but as you step outside, you'll be greeted with an area that looks down to the pool below and someplace to grab a bite to eat. New York deli and pizza. And right above the pool is a sliding dome cover that will protect you from the elements, whether that's rain or the wind. Moving further aft is a kids area called Club Hal. And finally, at the very aft of the ship is a specialty restaurant, i.e. additional cost, and that's called Tamarind, which serves Asian-inspired meals and sushi. Deck 9, the Lido Deck, has a fitness center at the very front, and directly behind that is the greenhouse spa and salon with saunas, steam rooms, and the highlight for us on this particular voyage was the heated hydro pool. Now as you step from the fitness area and spa, you'll see the ship's giant movie screen, where you can watch a poolside movie or a sporting event nightly under the stars. And they even include the popcorn to go with it. Moving aft behind the pool is the dive-in, which serves up artisan hamburgers and hot dogs throughout the day. There's also a gelateria and a Lido bar. Stepping inside from the pool area is the Lido Market, with buffet dining for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a midnight snack. As you exit the Lido Market, at the aft of the ship, you'll find the Sea View pool and bar. Decks 8 through 4, which are all named after famous composers, are all staterooms. And speaking of staterooms, our cabin for the cruise was a veranda room with a floor-to-ceiling glass door, a very comfortable memory foam bed, plenty of closets and storage, and a very nicely appointed bathroom. Deck 3, the Promenade Deck, has the upper level entrance to the ship's circular theater at the very front, called World Stage. This theater has a very advanced and immersive wraparound screen to enhance the theater in the round experience. Right behind the theater is the casino. Directly behind the casino is a myriad of shops with everything from clothing to jewelry, snacks, sundries, and much more. Moving further aft, you will enter the ship's atrium with a guest services desk on one side and the Grand Dutch Cafe on the other side. The cafe itself offers pastries, coffee, drinks, any other type of drinks, and some pretty great views. Directly behind the atrium area is the ship's photo shop, and at the very aft of the ship is the upper level of the main dining room. Deck 2, the Plaza Deck, is most likely where you'll spend most of your time while on board, as it has the main level entrance to the World Stage Theater, right behind the theater on this level, you'll also find additional entertainment venues to enjoy, such as the Billboard onboard lounge with its dueling pianos, the Rolling Stone Rock Room, and right behind that, the Lincoln Center Stage and B.B. King's Blues Club. As the name implies, the double-duty role for this venue is to house a Lincoln Center-style quartet by day and a B.B. King's-style blues band by night. Moving further aft now, there are a few more shops and the Deck 2 atrium with two more specialty restaurants. Rudy's, which is a seafood restaurant, and the Pinnacle Grill, which is an excellent steakhouse that we dined at ourselves. The atrium of this deck also has a specialty restaurant reservation desk and the Ocean Bar Lounge, both of which I've never actually seen manned, including this lonely looking piano. Right behind this area is the Club Orange restaurant. And finally, at the very aft of the ship is the lower level entrance to the main deck. And finally, Deck 1, the main deck, which is mostly staterooms. However, there is one additional deck that really doesn't appear on the app while on board, but it does show up in the elevators, and that's the A deck. The A deck is used mainly for exiting and entering the ship at your ports of call and when getting on and off the tender boats. Well, that's your ship's tour of the new MS Rotterdam in 2023 from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I hope that you found this video not only enjoyable, but helpful. So if that's the case, I would very much appreciate if you hit that like button so this video can get out to others that might be interested in this video as well. Also, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification button so that you're alerted to any new videos that I post in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.